Welcome to the webinar for MONOXIVENT. This is our third webinar. We try to do one of these once a month. This particular webinar is going to be on vehicle exhaust. My name is Marty McNeil. I've been here 13 years as a product manager. Thank you for your time. We'll try to get through this as quick as possible. The first slide you see, the diesel exhaust hazard. You can see it's pretty self-explanatory. You can read through this and see the reasons you need to have an exhaust system. The next photo here shows spring hose reels. The one reel has the hose on it, the one on the left. The one on the right has just a blank reel, shows the inlet, the outlet of the hose reel. The next photo is of our L series reel. This reel is capable of holding 44 feet of 8-inch hose. Has a dual spring cassette. The advantage to this is naturally you can put more hose on. The disadvantage is it pulls really hard. Spring cassette doesn't handle a lot of weight, so you got to be careful the type of hose you put on there. Now we're going to see a video.
MONOXIVENT creates innovative air cleaning systems for workspace environments. MONOXIVENT hose reels are the premier solution for vehicle exhaust fume extraction. Our spring hose reels offer a convenient and efficient method for extracting harmful emissions from all types of service areas or any indoor location where internal combustion engines are run. We offer motor-operated and manual spring retractable models that are delivered completely assembled and ready for installation. Spring hose reels can be connected with ductwork to a central exhaust system, or each reel may be equipped with a direct mount fan. MONOXIVENT spring hose reels are offered in 4, 5, 6, or 8-inch models. The two most popular hose types are the MONOXIVENT 4000 series, a high-temperature silicone product, and the 5000 series, a medium-temperature polyester product. A variety of hose and tailpipe adapter options are available. Product information and specifications are available on our website.
Okay, after that demonstration there of the spring hose reel, you can see they used a lifting pole, pull it down from the ceiling to attach to the vertical stack. It's a pretty simple operation, and that's kind of how that works. There's not much to it. It's pretty clear there. So the next one is going to be motorized hose reels. We have two kinds of motorized hose reels, a box motor and a tube motor. They both run on 120 volt single phase. The big difference is the amount of hose and that they can pull up. The tube motor naturally has more torque and works for larger hose diameters.
MONOXIVENT creates innovative air cleaning systems for workspace environments. MONOXIVENT's hose reels are the premier solution for vehicle exhaust fume extraction. Our motorized hose reels can be found in military applications, aircraft ventilation, dyno labs, auto repair facilities, garage settings, high ceiling bay applications, facilities with overhead cranes, or any indoor location. Our motorized hose reels offer a convenient and efficient method for extracting harmful emissions from all types of service areas or any indoor location where internal combustion engines are run. We offer motor-operated and manual spring retractable models that are delivered completely assembled and ready for installation. Motorized hose reels can be connected with ductwork to a central exhaust system, or each reel may be equipped with a direct mount fan. MONOXIVENT motorized hose reels are offered in a variety of standard widths from 4 to 8 inches to an XL series of 8 to 18 inches. The most popular hose type is the MONOXIVENT 4000 series, a high-temperature silicone product. A variety of hose and tailpipe adapter options are available. Product information and specifications are available on our website.
Okay, we just saw the video on the motorized hose reels. That one there was for under chassis hookup, as you can see. But you can put different size hose on that reel, different diameters, as they said in the video. And it is pretty self-explanatory how that works. So, okay, the next slide is the XL hose reels. These can handle up to 18 inches of hose on them, and they're used in high temperature, large CFM type vehicles for military, airplane refueling, that sort of thing. These are pretty much a specialty product. You'll have to come to us for pricing, as there's a lot of different combinations of hose and motors available. So, okay, the next slide shows a hose reel with a direct mount fan on it. The direct mount fans come from 1/2 horsepower to 3 horsepower. Our catalog only show up to 1 horse, but we can do the larger horsepower motors, our fans on the hose reels as needed. So you have to contact us for any information regarding larger fans, and there'll be another webinar on fans later on that you'll be able to get a little more detailed information on the fan. Okay, here's a couple of application photos. The one on the left is that John Deere showing an XL hose reel hooked up to a combine coming off the assembly line where they're doing some testing on it. I believe it has 10-inch hose on it. And the one on the right is a military application that actually has a combination hose on it. I don't think you can see it very well in the photo, but it's got high temperature hose, like the first 10 feet, and then the rest of it is a little lower temperature hose, helps save on the cost of the reel and the hose. Next is our standard overhead system. The one on the left shows the balancer system. It's called our 11,000 system. Has a cable balancer that holds the hose up and down. The one on the right is our RTS, which is probably our least expensive system. One of the downsides of the RTS is it's only good for 150 CFM, so it's made for small shops and small vehicles.
MONOXIVENT creates innovative air cleaning systems for workspace environments. MONOXIVENT's conventional overhead systems offer a user-friendly and cost-effective solution to the problem of breathing contaminants in the workplace. Our systems can be found in auto dealerships, motorcycle shops, light or heavy-duty equipment repair facilities, garage settings, railroad, bus transit, and manufacturing facilities. Overhead systems incorporate many hose types and lifting configurations, including boom, duct, and pivoting crane mounts. The hose types range from high-temperature silicone to medium-temperature polyester. Lifting configurations include ropes, pulleys, and cable balancers. Retractable telescoping system and swivel booms offer alternatives for overhead exhaust extraction. Complete your package by adding a direct mount fan for a standalone system, or connect to ductwork and a central fan. A variety of hose and tailpipe adapter options are available. For more information on specific products and models, visit the product section of our website.
Okay, that video kind of showed how the overhead system works. Not much different than the hose reel. Actually, it just has a cable balancer instead of the hose reel to hold the hose up. There are other options with that. You can use a rope and pulley or even a winch system to pull the hose up and down. You have to contact us for that information if you want to do something like that. Yeah, we have a question here that says, are all videos available on the website? And yes, they are, under the Resources tab. Okay, the next slide is showing our booms. The one on the left is a swivel boom. It comes in 7, 10, or 13 feet lengths, and the one on the right is our pack boom, which comes 10, 15, or 20 feet in standard lengths. And it shows the 11,000 drop with a balancer on each of them for vehicle exhaust. These are used mainly if you have an overhead crane or something overhead that is in the way, where you have to you have to get to your vehicles out into space, but you can't use a hose reel. And you can put a different hoses, different hose combinations, different sizes of hose on each of these. The difference basically in the two booms is the pack actually articulates in the center, so you can actually fold it up more against the wall for storage than the swivel boom. Okay, the next slide here showing a couple of custom packs. The one on the left is a 32-foot double articulating pack that we made. It has some outriggers on it, so it keeps the arm from a lot of deflection from being pulled and twisted, that sort of thing. That definitely is a custom thing. You'd have to contact us for anything like that. The one on the right is a paving machine that has a pack on it, and it has kind of a different kind of configuration to get to the exhaust pipe, and they utilize a pack with our hose drop on it to reach that exhaust. Okay, the next slide, we're going to go to underground vehicle exhaust. The slide at the left, the picture at the left shows basically what we provide, the saddle, the body, the door with the frame, and the hose. The photo at the right shows it hooked up to a vehicle. Okay, here's some more pictures of the underground. Shows the door with the frame. Also shows the saddle and the body on a piece of duct with the hose. And then the photo on the right shows the underfloor hooked up to a car. And you'll notice one of the advantages to our underfloor system is our door lays flat on the floor when it's open. So if somebody decides to step on it or drive over it, it doesn't break the hinges on the doors. Okay, so more overview here. The picture on the left again shows all the equipment. The one on the right is a Mini Cooper dealer utilizing our equipment. Shows a vehicle hooked up to the underfloor system. Okay, this here is a VE duct, something that we have access to. We used to always recommend PVC coated spiral duct for the underfloor duct work. This is something that we offer, and there will be another webinar about this later on, so you'll get a little more information on this. Some people use straight PVC. We don't recommend that. It has a tendency to not take a lot of heat, and also has problems taking a lot of weight. If there's a lot of concrete and dirt over the top of it, could cause some problems. Okay, another reminder here, we've already had a webinar on Norfy. We do have the Norfy products such as rail system and drops and that sort of thing, and we want to know that the trolley systems like this are available, and we have them here, and you just need to contact us for some price. This is just the different hoses that we would use. The 5000 series naturally is for cars, light trucks, tune-up applications. 4000 for diesel engines and high-performance gas, and 3000 for underground. Now this is all our typical standard hoses that we would use. We have a lot more hoses available, and there's a couple of issues that we always take in consideration, like CNG buses, dyno testing, hydraulic testing. Would definitely wouldn't want to use these type of hoses. There's also another thing that keeps coming up anymore, and that's regeneration of these diesel trucks. When you see that or hear about that, you need to contact us, because those definitely require a high temperature type of hose. Once again, another slide about our typical nozzles we use for tailpipe adapters. You can see the variety, part of the variety that we have. This is kind of our standard typical ones that we use. There's really not much to say there, just adapters basically. Okay, now we're getting into the eliminator, portable. There's two types. our standard one. The one on the left is a hose reel eliminator, which uses the hose reel to store the exhaust hose on it. Our standard one in the center has our hose stored on a mast, so it's a little smaller. It's the same, but it just does the same job. The one on the right, picture on the right, I don't know how well you can see that, but it shows the hose disconnected in the center, and it actually has a under chassis exhaust hookup on it, so you can use this for vertical stacks or under chassis if you get the right equipment for it, you know, the accessories to do under chassis. Now both of these, this model comes with a 1.5 horsepower direct drive fan on it, and it's mainly for vertical stacks. And one thing I'd recommend is if you get one of these, you want to make sure you get a door port or somewhere to exhaust this outside of the space, as unless you want to open a window or use a door or something, but typically you get a door port. Okay, now we get to how we find our how to design the system a little bit. This is fairly important, as we need the information to gather you to gather the information so we can size the system correctly. When we get this, the basic information we always need is the engine size, the RPM of the engine, the exhaust temperature, and the runtime. With this basic information, we can usually get started pretty well. Now, there's a lot more information on this sheet, and we'd recommend that you take this with you when you're trying to size a system or design a system for someone, because it sure gives us a lot of the information we need to help you get the right equipment. Okay, and then here's some basic CFMs for normal application. 300 for cars and trucks, 450 for trucks, medium trucks, light buses, 600 for dump trucks, large buses, industrial equipment. Now, like I said, this is normal equipment. Anymore, we're seeing a lot more equipment that we wouldn't call normal, and requires larger CFMs, larger hose, different types of hoses. So always be aware of that issue. Okay, here's a copy of a calculation sheet. This kind of shows how we derive our CFM calculations for vehicles. We just threw this up here so you could get an idea that sometimes we're not just guessing. When we get the information, we plug it into this formula, and we can come out with the exhaust requirements for the vehicle. Once again, it's pretty much the same as off the worksheet. We need the engine size, the RPM, the exhaust temperatures, and the runtime. When we get that information, we can come fairly close to telling you what we think is required for your application. Yeah. Okay, we have a question here. It says, what would not normal vehicles be, or not normal applications? I would say most not normal vehicles, like we see a lot of military equipment, or we see dyno equipment on large diesel engines. That sort of thing would be a not normal application. You know, normal would be your everyday run-of-the-mill cars, trucks, even over-the-road semi for a tune-up application. You know, there's no issues there. It's when we get into the larger engines and the higher RPMs and dyno testing, hydraulic testing, that sort of thing, that would make an engine not normal. Yeah. Well, that should conclude the basic information on this webinar. Everything is on our website that you need, or you can sure contact us at any time. Thank you for your time, and have a nice day.